Hello everyone and welcome back to Behind the Bite. I am joined here today by, of course, Ken, and we do have some special guests on us today. I will allow them to introduce themselves, but first off, my name is Rubelina. I am one of the writers for Kaseki. Everyone?
Hello, I am Gunspano, one of the co-creators of Toku Rejects.
I'm TokuFan75, also a part of Toku Rejects.
Hello, my name is Quasar. I'm one of the admins of Kaseki, and I'm writing my own fanfic called Come.
You kind of broke out there, but...
As he just cuts off.
I know. I accidentally cut it off my mic. Oh.
Here I was excited to hear how it finally was pronounced.
It's Genkaku.
Well, according to Keikaku.
Genkaku.
And just before we go on, we would like to say thank you all for coming out again. If any of you would like to join me in a game of Scribblio during the stream, sorry, the invite link is right down there. Feel free to use it. I will also post it right in the chat.
Can you know how to English?
None of us know how English.
Fuck is in English?
Feel free to join.
I live in America.
Yeah, feel free to join. I would be more than happy to have you all. Alright, everyone. Ken, did you get to introduce yourself? Or do you feel like you need to?
You introduced me, so...
Okay, that's Ken.
Yeah. He's gay.
Alright, we've got a little bit of a special episode here today. You all are more than welcome to join along as we discuss this. But we just wanted to keep it short, simple, sweet, to the point. We are doing top 5 main, secondary, and tertiary / other riders. These, I assume, are going to be in no particular order, but that is up to whoever made this. We'll kind of discuss
if they want to make it in particular order. Otherwise, just I suppose you know, we'll save the best for last. We'll save main riders for last. So I suppose we'll start with tertiary / other riders. Other riders mean like fourth riders, movie riders, evil riders, if you want to put those. Yeah. So who wants to go first? Who wants to start first?
I probably won't start Scribblio until we have at least 4, probably. So
let's do the random called Toku Fan.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
My tertiary / others in not really any particular order. Grease, if you best in peace. Oja, because just my god, that guy's terrifying. Crap, I can't think of any others. Oh wait, Wing, just because he's a snarky asshole.
Yeah.
And then
secondary rider.
No, that's later.
Oh.
Wait, I think
X8 has like 50, Gaim has like 50 extra riders.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
My phone.
Of which, Orden. I like Orden because he's just hilarious.
My dog.
Yeah, he's got one more.
Oh.
Yeah, Guns, don't interrupt me.
Mom, this is the Toku Rejects.
Nice. Oh, callback. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, watch the video on our channel where we interviewed Cannon.
Yeah.
Well, not really interviewed, more pestered him.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, and and Rogue. Yeah, Rogue's my other one because it's Gentoku. He's freaking awesome.
Agree.
Alright, can I go next?
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, my favorite dog riders are Grease because Grease. Waltz is because Waltz has a good story in Geo. Just saying. And then Necrom because Necrom is the only good part of Ghost.
I have to say something quick.
Yeah.
Waltz hasn't even appeared yet.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't count Waz yet.
Yeah.
if then don't bother.
Third or others.
You can do
I-
like the movie exclusives.
Kyria for come around later because he taught all the homo.
Vroom,
I'm a
vroom.
bike.
Boom boom mother.
Is it okay if I go next? Because I only have 3
Yeah.
that I could think of.
Yeah, I just came up with the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I only had 3 I could think of.
If you can only have 3, you can do 3, but if you have 5, great.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
For me personally, I really liked Evil as an antagonist. He was threatening, he demanded an answer, and that answer was recreating the entire world, essentially. Which I think is just the epitome of strength. Grease, because rest in peace, Greasy Boy.
Yeah.
Never forget, best boy. And then my last one is Liangle. And this is, I love his buckle. I adore his suit. I love the whole 2 sides to every coin sort of thing that he was in the beginning with the undead and then Mutsuki in the background. I really like Liangle. More I say him instead of Chalice because I despise the Chalice belt.
Oh,
I hate
actually
it.
might. Okay, I'm actually gonna kind of have a bonus one. Sango, just because holy shit, that movie was cool.
Sango was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I
it's
like
like
I like his change. I'll at least admit that because it was cool.
Yeah, it's like the old school Ichigo thing, but instead of the regular typhoon, it's the Shocker logo. It's always cool.
Can we get maybe one more for Scriblio?
Tokufen.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Great.
Alright, well,
Solompo!
Hey, Quasar, you can go ahead.
alright, well, like, my most favorite Terrier rider, honestly, is Gentaku from Bill. I've loved him, even though from the start he was generic. I've loved the build-up he was getting with the crocodile arc, his whole the redemption arc. Kind of hated the whole clothes arc, the clothes thing, but he redeemed himself later on.
We don't
can you
talk
give-
about the clothes
Can you
thing.
give me 1 sec to address something?
Oh no.
Toku fan, guns, please try to be respectful when others are talking. Thanks.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Alright, no, my favorite one's game. The other one is So from Kabuto, because at first he was Zabib, but then he had this weird fucking change where he just suddenly decided, fuck the light. I want to go in the darkness. I want to go Kingdom Hearts style for a bit.
The bees?
Yes, and then he took Shun under his wing to become Punch Hopper. But I feel like he's like a better Gentaku in some form and fashion because his comedy side was built up. It wasn't just out of nowhere, honestly.
I also like how one of the Papa brothers is literally go on goal.
Yeah. Honestly, I can think of 3 right now. So, like, my
Somehow I muted myself. I have no idea how. I have no idea how that happened.
what the fuck happened?
Yeah. No, I would agree with the Hoppers. I really enjoyed the look of them.
Yeah.
I guess I thought of another one that I kind of liked in terms of
What?
suit, which was the Bee.
The beat. Oh, yes.
It was
the
just
Bee.
a cool suit, and I love the changer, how it's wrist bound and it's very simple and plain.
Kabuto has one of the best aesthetics in Rider, honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I just gotta say-
Yeah, I'd agree.
I will
I
be
do
starting
like-
the game with 3 people.
I'm just gonna say this. I like the slight Ichigo and Nigo reference they have with Kick and Punch Hopper.
Oh yeah, that's. I only think of 3 right now. So my final one is Guridon, because I just love his smugness. I just love this I just don't want to be part of this shit anymore. I just
News.
That's how you tell how suicidal I'm in.
Any
Ruby
other
got
stories
it.
are?
yeah, I'm finished.
Sure thing. Ken, would you like to?
Oh, okay. Tertiary and other writers. Number one, of course, gotta bring up my boy, Otoya Kurenai, because that man is daddy. He's just, I love him. He's great.
Human stick.
He's great. He probably has the best arc in Kiva, and also I love that even though he develops, he doesn't magically become a perfect person. He still ends up fucking people over in the end, and that's always great. Then obviously got a same actor, Grease. Grease is just beautiful, and that's still like my favorite transformation. With Grease Blizzard saying henshin, it asks him if he's ready, and he's just like, damn right.
I am.
Can I say something?
That's beautiful. What?
So on Twitter, I saw someone said, someone asked a question to someone. It said, "What is your least favorite territory battle?" And they put Greece in there.
Oof, I don't like that.
I mean, honestly, I would say he's not one of my favorites, but I do understand the love Grease has for him.
Alright, at least someone.
I think he had a great arc. Third, I want to say Zangetsu. Zangetsu is just menacing, and the fact that they kept that up through the most of the series
Here, I'll make it
is kind of amazing.
Welcome.
It's amazing.
What the
right?
fuck?
What the fuck, indeed.
That's not how that
I do
works.
love Zangetsu is great, and I'm not that big of a fan of Gaim. Like someone said, Bike Man. I do love Bike Man.
Boom, boom.
Vroom Vroom is great. I guess the next one is a tie between Gentoku and Evol, because Gentoku is... He really went from a generic character who, in everyone in the beginning of the series, was just like, oh, he's Night Rogue. They're not even trying to hide that he's Night Rogue from, like, the beginning of the first episode.
Oh.
And then Evol is just... Nothing is better than a villain where they literally had to destroy the universe just to defeat him. And even then, they barely beat him. I love that. Plus, he has a great insert theme. I don't know. At least I like Evolution.
Evolution, I feel it just doesn't really... It fits him, but at the same time, it doesn't.
I think it has... I like the beat of it and everything, ignoring that it's like... Because I also don't like how many times it like says baby, because it's basically like a Justin Bieber song at that point, and I'm just like...
Oh!
But I'm also just like, okay, but he's a troll, so I guess that works for him.
His theme would just be Careless Whispers, that one.
God, evil. Someone come up with a better insert theme for him.
Evil
I don't know.
was a good character, I thought.
Shout out also, if we're talking about insert themes for build characters, Law of Victory, because that includes all the build writers. 'Cause that's such a beautiful song.
Oh god. I'm looking
That penis?
Oh my god. That's a banana!
We can't have that.
No, why is it purple?
Yeah, we can't have that.
How do you vote to skip?
You have to go to the bottom.
I assume that person was a troll. I really do. I assume that.
It was Quasar.
Probably Quasar.
What? I haven't even joined the Scribble now.
Oh.
I exited out of Chrome so I don't become less laggy.
So yeah, that's my 5. Again, Ote is just... Honestly, I'd consider him the tertiary of Kiva, but that would also not do Saga justice.
Like how do you actually feel about Saga canon?
I love Saga. I think he's a great character, and you know, he's Big Brother.
But the belt is also. But what would you call the actual character of Saga? The belt or the rider?
It was the rider, I'd say, but I also just love his character development, and watching him fight alongside Wataru at the end is beautiful. So.
We got first place. I am first place.
Okay.
So I guess secondaries. Yay, secondaries.
Oh,
this one's probably gonna take longer. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Alright. One of my favorite secondaries has to be Kagami from Kabuto. He's a pre-Banjo. He
is. No, he is.
I've noticed that a lot. Like some like So is just like a pre-Gentoku. Kagumi is just a pre-Banjo.
There's a reason Kagami was in Kaseki.
Yeah. Like, the thing I love about him so much is just the build up towards his rider debut, which is hands down one of the best debuts for a rider, honestly.
Thank you.
Someone just joined.
Ah, shit.
Oh, it's Toku.
Toku, you're very late, Toku.
Yeah, you're.
Wait.
Oh,
You and Token fucked up.
Yeah, you guys both screwed up.
Yeah, man.
Okay, this is Toku. Say hi.
Yeah.
Mostly the creator of
I don't care.
mostly the creator of Toku Rejects, the founder.
What up, it's your boy?
It's okay. It's okay, Ruby. I got it. I understood.
What's this?
Yeah, you kind of. Yeah.
Hero, Cyber Shadow. Yeah, that's Tokuweeb. I guess do you want to go through your tertiary / other riders real quick before we get fully into secondaries?
Meteor.
I said before we get into secondaries.
Yeah. Well, territory.
He's like every time you ask him, he's like,
I will. Tokuweeb, come on. Can you take this seriously? Thanks.
I'm taking it seriously.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. People don't hear that my favorite rider is Meteor. Because if they
you can
don't,
hear that your favorite rider is.
favorite rider.
It's me, Neteo. Oh.
Dang.
Oh, all right. That's just. I'm just gonna server mute him for now, because we're this here at Behind the Bite. We're serious. We don't troll around.
Alright, Tokuweeb.
Alright. I want to go first for secondary battle. Oh, is someone doing it?
Oh, hold on. I gotta read off most of my. Really, he doesn't count as a secondary rider, but Ichijo from Kuga like acts like one. Like that's like the common joke around for Kuga. He's just a secondary rider at that point.
He was basically he was basically the prototype for it.
Yeah, like, he sometimes does more as a like a non-secondary rider than most secondary riders.
You guys hear that?
Can
echo?
confirm. I do love him. I think it was Tokuweeb. I think it's Tokuweeb.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
It's Meteor.
In the game?
No, server.
Oh.
For my last secondary, I have Nito, Kamen Rider Wizard.
And it's 11
Mayonnaise boy.
After I rewatched Wizard, I finally understood why I love them so much. He's
No idea.
Really, people? Really, people?
Yeah, he's so cool.
That was a weird looking skunk.
Yeah, that.
I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist. I can say though, I do love Nito.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
very
it was
sad
so
that he
weird.
wasn't chosen for the Common Rider League.
Like how can you hate mayonnaise?
Well, apparently it was Hero who didn't choose him, so he had a choice between Hibiki and Beast. He went with Hibiki. My opinion, terrible mistake, but
Agreed.
I would have went with Beast.
We need mayonnaise boy.
Who else still needs to go?
Oh, me.
Secondaries. Well,
'Cause I
Quasar,
haven't.
how many did you mention?
Like just like 3, like Kagami and Ichijo and Nito.
Alright,
I'm done for now.
Alright. Tokuweeb, can you do something about your echo?
Wait, say something.
Ruby, do you want to? Who has gone? I think Quasar's gone.
He's the only one that's gone for the secondaries.
Alright, so whoever wants to go next.
Can I go?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, can I go?
We're good.
Can I go next?
Whoever wants to go.
Alright. My favorite secondary rider is I, Maha, cause you know, that was good in draft. Maha was good in draft. Second, Beast, cause you know, Beast. And Quash, because you know, Quash. I love Quash.
Who doesn't love I have no idea what this is. Good job, Ruby. Oh, hi, Blue. How are you? Everyone, please welcome Master Rider Blue to the chat.
Yay!
Great guy.
It's no.
Who's up next for the secondaries?
Cannon, please.
I don't know.
Please.
Darts. Oh, fuck. I'm disappointing myself.
Wait, what?
Have I done?
I think Guns just went, right?
Yeah, this one.
Toku fan?
Oh, yeah, got it. Okay, so for my secondaries, I got Terui, Axel, because he's a badass.
It's not wrong.
Sakurai Yuto, Zoronos, because the chemistry he has with Denami just... Oh, it's so funny. And then I also got Goto, Birth, because, well... Goto had that arc. That arc was good.
I honestly prefer Goto over Date.
And I also got Banjo because Dragon Boy, and I think Knight because he's basically counter Batman.
Batman.
What do I
Slap
have?
me.
I actually thought of a joke because like the Titans trailer, you know how it's like, fuck Batman. Instead like a Ryuki version. Where's Knight? Fuck Knight. The Dragon Knight version. Where's Wing Knight? Screw Wing Knight.
I honestly don't even. I honestly hate that decision to name them like Dragon Knight and.
Well, Dragon Knight.
You could have done something better for Ryuki and just kept him as Knight because it's just too confusing having them as Wing Knight and Dragon Knight.
Well, Dragon Knight is the technical translation for Ryuki.
Yeah, that's true. I love Date. I love Date Date. However, they pronounce it Japanese. Yeah, it should be pronounced Date, but whatever. I'm not gonna question the Japanese.
I've had that experience before with one of my RP characters.
Yeah. But I do love. I also love Mach. Ruby, do you want to go first or should I?
Wait,
I don't mind doing as such.
All right, go ahead.
So it's secondaries. So
Yes, we're on secondaries.
Okay. I really liked the end. I think his suit was very cool. I liked the unique driver. He was an interesting character overall. Garen, again, I prefer him over what people say Chalice is the secondary. I don't like Chalice.
I'm just gonna say this once. Toshimoto-san!
Yeah. I liked Mach. I really liked Mach. Ixa is a blessing.
Let's exercise.
The whole system, the character behind it, the changer, everything. I enjoy him. I think the only thing that stops it for me is I'm iffy on his powered up form.
Yeah,
I really don't know about it. And then everybody's best boy Banjo. Because
Best boy. I feel like everyone's just saying Banjo.
he was a good time.
I want to make a DBZ reference.
I guess it's time. It's time for me.
I do have a custom link posted in just the Kaseki Cave if anyone would like to join from just the podcast side of things.
Kaseki.
That's probably a smarter idea, honestly.
Because after what happened, we aren't doing that.
Yeah, no, not after the dick.
So I will take 3 others at the very least.
I will take 3 others.
So go ahead, Can.
Okay. I actually have an order. So top 5. Number 5 is The End. I do love The End. I love his powers. I love his abilities. I love his personality. Really hoping he comes back for Geo.
He just wanted to find some treasure.
We'll just be very disappointed if he doesn't.
I have a joke. Daiki Kahil. He'll steal the treasure and your girl.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of steals Natsumi a couple points, so.
Yep.
I will. Number 4. I will say Brave. No one's mentioned Brave yet. I do love Brave. I think he has a better arc than Xaid. Besides that, we don't make Xaid a bridge jokes here. No offense, Marcos. He's not gonna watch this. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, probably not.
I do love Brave. Also, his suits are great. And I'm a big Final Fantasy and RPG fan, so that's great. That's not wrong, Blue. That's really not wrong. Number 3. I have 3 more. I'll start going through them. Number 3.
Yeah, for the game.
Oh, okay. Number 3. I like Date. I like Date a lot. I was very sad because Goto wasn't my favorite because he was kind of just whiny in the beginning about wanting to be birth and O's and all, and I was just like, just shut the fuck up, dude.
I can hide the O's.
Well, because I'm still pissed about what Superhero Tyson. Decade isn't erased, so. We don't know what the fuck's going on with Decade.
I'm just gonna say this right now.
He's kind of just been drinking wine and fucking shit up.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Every single time Decade in like a Crozen movie, he takes it over. So it's like, hello, I'm Decade. This is my movie now, bitch.
Yeah, that's what the Gokaijers do too. But yeah, no, the end did kind of get fucked with Superhero Tyson, so I don't want. As much as I want him to appear again, I don't. Number 2 is Banjo. Banjo is.
Dragon Boy.
Beautiful son of a bitch. I love him. Him and Sento essentially being gay for each other. You know, it's not confirmed, but
they're the perfect match.
They're very close. They're bros. The comment in episode 2 of Geo with another build just being like, Cross, best match, and Sento just being like, oh, I'm jealous for some reason.
Yeah, that was just
the greatest thing. I love it. I'm very excited for Banjo's movie because also I don't care how much money it costs. I'm getting that Muscles Galaxy full
Best
bottle.
sitcom. Yes, Blue. Yes.
That's true. Because I just want all of Banjo's forms.
Yeah.
Besides Class Driver. We don't talk about Cross Z Charge. And then number one. No one should be surprised by number one, but is Ixa. Nago-san is just a beautiful son of a bitch, and he actually has a really good. Ignoring Ixa's size, which is the greatest hyper battle thing ever. Nago is just has a great arc. I love him. He's a badass. There's a little middle portion where he kind of just becomes comedic relief, but I'm okay with it because the dude's funny.
Can I just say, Cross Charge was not that bad of a suit. I liked it.
You know what? Build suits were mostly amazing. So when you go from Cross Z, which is one of my favorite suits ever, to that, it kind of just makes it lower
but
opinion.
It wasn't the worst.
No, but Build didn't have a bad suit. Build, besides maybe. Well, I don't hate Genius, but Genius is
Genius. Okay, I have my own.
Genius is just not as. If we don't because I think right now we're like 40 minutes. We're 30 minutes in. We'll talk about our favorite final forms.
Yeah.
Or least favorite, but
yeah, I have my own qualms with Genius. I'm not gonna.
I do want to say, Ixa. I loved his cameo in the Gaim Times Wizard movie. I love the fact that they got him back. He was the only Phase 1 actor to come back.
Holy shit, you're right.
So I'm really hoping right now Geo seems to be dropping the tributes, but I'm really hoping if they do Kiva, I like even if they don't get Wataru back, if they can get Nago, I'll be okay with it.
Oh yeah. It kinda sucks if they're not doing the cameos anymore.
We don't know what they're doing. They seem to be introducing Waz, but after that they might get back to
they're probably gonna go back to this.
They're gonna they kind of hinted at Drive coming in, so
yeah. And they can still like just put them in hyper battles just to explain how the watches.
Yeah, so if they do Kiva, I would accept just Nago coming back. As much as I would love to see Wataru again.
We need an Ixa watch.
We do. We 100% do.
Okay, can I say something?
We finally come to agreements.
Alright. Geo has all the red watches, yet steals only Ghost and Drive.
That's true. I still question how Gates managed to steal everything, but we're not having a Geo discussion, so.
Oh.
Alright, I suppose now should be the final. Well, not the final topic, because I think we have a new final topic, but the next topic, main riders. Which they could either make or break a show, because in my opinion, the main rider needs to carry the season. If they can't, then the season will most likely be bad.
I want to go first.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
First up is Emu, because Emu is best. He's my first.
I don't play that game.
What's the objective?
Oh.
There you go. I drew an old-fashioned bomb.
Yeah, I don't play that game.
CS:GO.
Oh, it was a bad bomb.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, so Emo from XZ, because he's my first comic model I watched, and he's related to me.
I'm gonna avoid shitting on Deno because you'll go off. Not Deno, Xaid, because you'll go off on me, and Quasar will go off on me.
I will.
But in my opinion, Emu was the worst part of the show.
You know, your opinion, man.
Because they waited too long to develop him.
No, they did.
Yes, they did.
You're lying off your ass right now.
No, they waited too long to develop him. Like, that fight with Parado was when I finally started to like him, but that was way too early. That was way too late.
Yeah.
So sorry for my horrible drawing here.
Yeah, I'm so lost on what you're trying to do.
I don't know.
It's beautiful.
No, I have no idea what it is.
Oh, it's a duck. Don't worry. It's a duck.
Next one is
Are you that duck?
Motherfucker.
Ruby, we both had the same idea.
okay. So second.
Yeah, we won't hurt Blue by
No,
talking about Geo
it's
more.
a popular duck. It's just a terrible drawing of the popular duck.
At least put some blue in there or something. Holy shit, Quasar!
That was Donald Duck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the?
Alright, whoever was going, keep going.
Gun.
Second is Sento because Sento is good. He's second who I watched.
Hey, Ruby, you know we got spoiled what the word was because you're streaming.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. Sento is good, and then third is Sonosuke because Shinosuke. I'm done.
Go
I was gonna say, the only reason I don't think Sento's gay is because Sento is science sexual, let's be honest here. Sento fucks science.
He will fuck the Pandora box if he has to.
Let's be honest here, they had it alone a couple times in the series.
Yeah.
Do you think Mizora just like came in and was just like,
I think
why do you have your dick in the Pandora's box?
Like fucking Pandora.
My whole bottle's sticky.
Do you think that's why Evil was just so quick to take it back?
Yes. Oh wait, maybe he's science sexual as well.
Maybe.
Dang.
What the hell is this?
Toku-san, you wanna go next?
Go next.
Toku-san.
Oh. Okay, so in no particular order, we got Ryotaro because, well, Den was like one of my favorite writers of all time. And also because how freaking famous Taku's... Also because of how freaking famous...
Ruby was close.
God damn it.
Ruby's close.
I can't.
Then we got Gentaro because, well, he's the writer who wants to be friends with everybody, which is basically me. I want to be friends with literally everything.
Fuck you.
I'm not on this in joke.
Screw you! Great friendship!
It's a 4-letter word for that.
To be fair, my favorite thing is when I did the tweet about my least favorite characters I hate, and I posted
Slipping in with
and I
small.
posted Gentaro and Squall Charleston. If anyone doesn't know who that is,
He's
just
a beautiful
posted-
man.
Yes, just posted who hurt you, and I just responded with friendship.
Okay, back to it. Also, Tendo because, well, he's the light of the heavens, and also because of Grandma.
Grandma.
Fucking grandma. I wish we met his grandma.
We technically did in Decade.
Decade doesn't count.
Yeah, nobody likes the Decade version.
No one likes the Decade version of any of the characters.
Squall is future Scott the Was, says Master Rider Blue.
I wasn't even finished. And then Hongo Takashi Ichigo because he's the original and he's still kicking ass to this day.
That's not wrong.
Yeah, he's last time we saw him was like 2 years ago.
Gordon.
With the worst record ever.
I think 2015.
No,
Yeah,
it was
go.
2016 because of the Ichigo movie.
You're
With,
close.
with everybody's favorite punching bag, Ghost. Seriously, I just want to strangle Takuro because he's so annoying.
Don't worry.
Think of
Tell me
the
that. That's it.
words.
You know what? I just want to go on a rant about something.
What the fuck? That was
I
not a
just
great
want to go on a
route.
rant because I watched episode 14 today. I'm sorry, Blue. This is the last time I'll mention Geo. Makoto comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, it's like he's like
14.
I didn't even mention yet. Like,
And Tucker's just like, oh right, I'm a Kamen Rider.
Like
Joe
where?
comes back.
Like
And he's fucking tensions and like nothing's ever mentioned.
Oh, but then there's the part where he's like, "Hey, say keep an eye on your Toku. I was like, what Toku do?
Wait, what?
And
Yeah, like if no one's watched episode 14 yet,
Followed.
just. That's the only thing I hate because I actually liked the ghost arc. But
and
just,
we actually got to see when we trying to get the first ghost tension noise.
yeah, just Makoto appearing out of nowhere, telling him to henshin, and
Yo, what the fuck?
fucking does it. I'm just
It
like,
would have been funny if like Alan just dropped from the sky. He's like, "Hi
I
guys."
mean, I assume Makoto did.
I mean, to be fair, it does kind of make sense for like the time anomaly thing. Like once another rider is gone, their series is still continuing. But Makoto's still coming out of nowhere, just makes it
Yeah,
worse.
that's
Makoto, he shows up for like literally a minute. It's great.
Hello.
I will.
Huh? It went quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah, no. Okay. Who's next?
Movie?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, well, give me a
Quasar,
sec. I'm
did you
just
go?
trying to figure out what the fuck he's trying to do. We're not drawing penises.
They're not penises.
I can't show that.
You made me fuck up.
What is that?
I can't show that.
You made me fuck up.
It's bad.
God damn it.
It's not a penis.
It's a pirate.
Yes. It's a fucking pirate.
Jeez.
No, that's not.
That's supposed to be
That
a
is not-
skull and crossbones.
That makes more sense.
Okay.
We had 2 dick jokes in here.
Top 5 mains, I think, right?
Too many. Yes. Quasar or Ruby can go.
Quasar, would you like to?
Sure.
Once
As
you're
soon as
done
I'm
drawing.
Okay, let me just like
Ugh.
Don't
we just
go
draw
all
this
the this time.
big.
Yeah, we're almost done.
All right.
Just gonna.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
go for
alright.
it.
Rest in peace, Starfish Hitler.
No, never forget.
What happened?
Never forget Starfish Hitler.
Did we
His voice
remove
acting
him
died.
as
Did
an
he?
emote?
No.
Oh, the suit actor died?
Ruby, we would never.
The guy, he was the voice actor, I think.
Oh.
Are you crazy?
Thank man.
For what?
I don't know, something.
Bitch, how do you spell it? Bitch!
Bitch.
I don't know how to spell it. Damn Teletubby.
Is that a Pokemon?
That's
Oh,
not
that's
tell it.
Pokemon. Tinky Winky. Yes.
No, bring that fever out of here.
God, bitch! Fuck, how do you do it?
Teletubby. Teletubby.
Fuck.
I'm becoming
God
blind.
Oh.
damn it!
Okay. Quasar.
Alright,
Just-
let me start. Like one of my favorite protagonists in Kamen Rider is Godai. Kamen Rider. He's such,
No,
he's a
yeah, no pain.
What's that dude? They talk over people.
like you can't hate Godai in the series. You just can't hate him no matter
Well,
what.
I'm getting the thing.
Can I hate
You scared?
Can I hate the other Kuga? Not Kuga?
I haven't watched.
Oh no, no,
I
no.
haven't watched.
Can I hate Decade Kuga?
I mean, you can because I haven't seen it.
Oh, don't. You don't.
I have
If you
to watch-
love Godai, don't.
You're close with what you're saying, just don't use a hyphen.
Okay.
You also could just like look
Yeah.
on
Okay.
the
Yeah.
stream.
No, I'm challenging myself. All right.
Decade Kuga
Yeah,
is an
now you
insult.
can go on.
One of my other favorite protagonists is Ryotaro from, I love how he looks scrawny, but he actually does his fucking best to actually train on his own. Like he isn't just letting the Imagine just keep bossing him around. He wants to actually do it on his own mostly, and I like that.
Yeah, he actually grown some balls and actually wants to kick ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And Ruby, can I say something?
Go for it.
So when you're drawing on Scuba IO, everyone can just see the stream and watch the water.
I saw. I could tell. Oh
Like,
well. It's kind of whatever.
Cool cat.
Is that it for you, Quasar?
Oh no, I got one more. Like,
Go for it.
All right.
what my other favorites is like Emu from X Day, because I love him because no, he does not get later developed later on. Serious, no.
Fight me, Quasar.
That is not it. He does get developed. There is a long development cycle through the beginning about his forgiveness towards others. That is not something. That is just not development.
I will fight you.
Listen here.
Alright.
Listen here.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
But Kenan, me and Quasar will fight you.
Okay.
I will just stay here with my invasion and my train.
Who's ready to yell at me?
Yeah,
So,
I'm ready.
I don't yell at you.
These are probably these are mostly gonna be in no particular order, except for like the last couple. So maybe it's in an order. So, Drive. I liked the suit, and I liked kind of the motif. It just wasn't.
Why?
I wasn't one for it. I like him as a character. He just felt a little one note at times. For lack of a better term.
was a little bit.
Yeah. Kiva, I've been enjoying the season. I just don't know if I can consider him a favorite yet. The thing that does it in for me, and I know I told Canon this, I'm not big on his rider kick. It's just the jump part of it that I don't like. Everything else about it is phenomenal, but it's that first little part that I'm not big on.
Ken, I'll fight.
Otherwise, I've been.
How could you hate that?
I just don't like.
How could you hate that rider kick? It's so.
I'm not saying I don't hate the entire rider kick. I don't like the 1 foot jump up.
I don't like how he defies.
That's the only thing about it that I have a problem with, and that's my personal feeling. But otherwise, I've been enjoying the season, and I hope I can watch more at some point. 3.
You probably will.
And number 3 is Fies. I love the suit. I love the kick. I love the character. It's a great suit for a good season. Number 2 is Decade. I am well aware that his season was poorly written, and there were a lot of other problems with it besides that. He is a great character to have traveling through the worlds, and his driver represents the fact that he is like a lens looking into other worlds, looking into other riders' lives.
Okay, speaking of that, can we just talk about that moment when he just opens the freaking void and just walks through?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. He travels around viewing other worlds through the rider's eyes, and I love that. I love that whole thing.
But
that is the reason why I want the Neo Deca driver. It's by far one of my favorite belts. Number 1 is Build. I have the belt, it's fine. I love him because I'm a sucker for science as someone who's going to hopefully be a future science teacher.
Nerd.
I love chemistry, I love engineering, I loved the season as a whole, and Build really drove that whole thing forward. I liked pretty much all of his best match forms. I liked his sparkling form. I was a fan of Hazard. I was behind with Rabbit and Tank Tank, though the full bottle is at best as a toy.
Honestly, my problem with the Rabbit and Tank is that they take up too much space that the full bodies don't shine in. It just...
I liked the concept behind it though, and I enjoyed the suits. Genius is where I have a problem with, but it grew on me. But all in all, it was a great season with a great writer and a great supporting cast. And I will say it now, and I will say it forever: Sawa is my fucking daughter, and if you say otherwise, I will beat you. Thank you.
Sawa is shit.
Who is your daughter?
I will
Sawa.
protect me. I will protect
Sawa
me with my
shit.
life.
She's a good girl, and I will ask you kindly not to talk shit about her. Thank you.
I will protect me town with my life. Fight me on this.
Oh, is it finally my turn?
Go
so
for it.
I have a top 5 for my top 3. I'll just use Rider Watches because I can for my top 3. I can use Ride Watches. Number 5 is Decade. Like Ruby said, it's really cool that he just goes through worlds and views it from the rider's eyes. He has some just great like sarcasm and like one-liners in his series. That's great. Like the entire Ryuki episode where he's just casually okay with Natsumi getting like executed, and he's just like, "I want her to be. Why are we trying to prevent this?" is amazing.
Yeah, he's kind of he's a dick, but he's the love of. Oh wait, that came out wrong.
No, but so I love him. He is a dick, but he grows on you. So I do love him. Number 4 is Kabuto.
Kabuto.
Oh,
Kabuto is I love Tendo. I need to get Tendo's ride.
Tendo was cool.
Tendo is very cool.
And that one time that Kenny got salty.
Tendo's just Tendo. He is a beautiful son of a bitch. And
Tendo
I'm
knows
very
he's the main character.
He just
Yeah,
tells.
He's the main character, and I love him for
He
it.
just tells you what his grandmother told him. That's all he does.
And he speaks English, which is also a plus.
He does. All right. It's time for the ride watches.
Oh man.
Build. Sento grew on me so much. I love him. He loves science, and he truly proves
Science!
he truly proves his ideals of love and peace in the series. And
Guess I have to shout it every time, but you know whatever.
Quasar just casually throwing shade.
I'm just a negative annotation build. Like honestly.
Also, I should slip this in here. I'm hoping to do a cosplay of Sento, even though it would be female. But yes, thank you. That is all. Go on.
Alright, I'm gonna shock people by number 2 because everyone's probably expecting this one to be number 1. Everyone thought Kiba was gonna be number 1. No, Kiba
What?
is 2. I love Wataru. He is my baby boy. He is my son. No one can say shit about him. But there is one
Shit about
son
him.
of a bitch who beats Wataru. Seriously, the Wataru is great. I love him. The fact that he can also sing is amazing.
Is it our
The fact that he
asshole
does
boy?
It is our asshole boy. I love Takumi so much. Takumi literally does not care. He got halfway.
He doesn't give a shit
the
about
majority of Phi's. He just does not give a shit. He literally just got dragged in because he can use the fucking belt, and he is honest about not wanting to be in this fucking show, and I love him for it.
To work in a cleaning area.
But remember Kaminari Yongo? That was weird.
I'm also
His
gonna.
his whole I just want to make laundry white is fucking weird, but all of them want to do that, and I find that just like weird.
I'm also
but
gonna slip
I'm
in
over
here.
that.
Picture of the Kusaka rape face.
Also, I just want to say my favorite scene. If no one's watched the hyper battle for Phi's,
That's a bless. That's blessed.
it's the most beautiful thing because it's a musical. But they sing the intro in Takumi in the greatest Takumi fashion after they're done, and they're just like pausing there, and they're all just like they're all just like waiting for the scene to change, and Takumi just leans over to Keitaro and just goes, "You suck."
Oh my god.
Changes scenes.
So, in all, can I say our idea for that Ride Watch canon?
Yeah.
So, I feel like this is gonna get some laughs if you haven't heard this before. So we decided before it was announced that if a Kaiser watch got a DX release, it shouldn't have the usual turning of the face. It should just have a neck snapping sound.
Oh my god.
I love it. It's dark, but Kamen Rider would do it.
Just the crinkles of sand keep going down.
Yeah, you turn to sand when you use it.
Just ash. No, it's ashes and Fies, but still.
Talk to me, I don't feel so good.
I fucking love it. Oh, why has no one made that meme? I assume someone has, but still.
I remember when I saw like a toy video and like they were doing Final Forms the second.
Yeah. Yep.
And for Final Forms,
it's just sitting on the beach.
This ash. It's like
black sand.
To be fair, I'm gonna upset a lot of people. Kiba should have been the secondary rider anyway. So
What?
I'm sorry.
in all honesty, I feel like his character never went somewhere because I feel like he was supposed to be like the secondary protagonist of the series or like the secondary rider.
Now go the true protagonist.
But they realized that like the fucking end of the series, they're like, oh wait, shit, we were supposed to make him the secondary. Fuck, kill the other guy. All right, let's go. Except then his death is so anticlimactic. Don't get me started. We could have a whole podcast episode on the ending of Fies.
Oh
yeah.
The Fies ending.
I was there for the ending when Ken was
Ruby,
watching
you and I watched it together. Oh,
funny thing,
Oh my
Fies is actually-
god.
Fies is my birthrighter.
Fies is. I have no birthrighter. Fies is really good. And then the ending is just like it just hits you because it just like comes up and like just like, oh, is this supposed to be the ending? It's super weird. Like the ending just fucking happens and you're just
Let me just sit on the hill there.
So
and it's just like within like 30 seconds the Kaiksa belt and Kiba both just die and like the battle ends. The battle doesn't even last 5 minutes. The final battle.
yeah, it was not a great final battle, and I wish they had explained more.
Oh, and
They also
speaking of Fies-
didn't. They also the Orphanaut King kind of just came out of nowhere as well. So
Yeah.
Oh, can we
Alright.
also talk about Paradise Lost for a second?
all right. The last topic.
We
last
have
topic.
been going for 66 minutes. I should let that be known.
We can do this. We're gonna limit this to
One
everyone can say
favorite, one
their
least.
I was gonna say one
Ah.
favorite for the secondary and one favorite for the favorite secondary final form is favorite main rider final form.
Wait, what?
We're doing.
Okay.
We're gonna talk
Sure.
final forms real quick.
Alright.
That
Yeah.
you can say your favorite secondary final form and then favorite primary main rider final form. Because let's be honest, your tertiaries don't get final forms; they die.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Kaseki will break the tertiary curse.
Yeah. So, can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, secondary rider, I'm only do one. Title Legacy. Cause that's awesome. And gold. Yeah,
Well, it's mostly white, but still.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like gold.
My name Jeff.
Hey,
Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
I survive
No,
on
no.
memes, please. Thank
My
you.
name is Steve.
Torture?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're bringing that back. That's an
That's
old
never-
inside joke between you and me.
That's never gone.
That's
Just
an
like random
old
mountain
one.
lions. Random mountain lions still exist.
Do we have it on the server?
What, random mountain lions?
Yeah.
I think we do. If we don't, I'm disappointed in myself.
Okay, but can we just quickly talk about Paradise Lost?
Looks like
Leo,
you do.
he doesn't speak a single thing in Japanese and he just talks English.
Yeah, he's beautiful like that.
Leo?
Okay.
Give me the belt.
Guns. Your favorite primary rider?
Hapamuteki.
Fair enough.
I don't mind Hyper Muteki. That's also because I do like gold forms. I really
And
do. Also, there's something about those dreads.
And also, I also love the jingle.
The jingle is beautiful, and I also love. I'm also a sucker for like those like where someone attack like those attacks where you attack and then like the damage registers after you get the time to pose.
Yeah.
I love those kind of attacks. Hyper Muteki does like that amazing kick with that, except they kind of dropped that after like 2 episodes because that probably was expensive to do.
Yeah. Budget, man.
Okay, Toku fan.
Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. I was secondary final form. Crap.
It's hard because Phase 1 doesn't have that many. It was only Phase 2 that started doing it.
Yeah, I think the only Phase 1 writer that really had a final form was Gills.
And Ixa, well, no, Gills was a tertiary, so Ixa had a final form, Zerono.
Knight.
Technically, DN?
DN technically did eventually.
That was a movie exclusive.
Agito, if you count G3X, that was more like
G3X. It wasn't.
Oh, okay, so
he didn't. Kabuto didn't. Yeah.
Secondary final form, Trolls and Magma.
Yeah.
That is, I own that. That's
yes.
Beautiful knuckle.
I still really want the Grease Blizzard one, but I was too late to get it.
I just thought of a crazy idea. Magma Blizzard.
Oof.
Magma Blizzard.
I mean, we kind of did that in Kaseki. They both went into it.
Okay, now my primary type Tridon. It's if you think about it, it's basically Conrad double, but with drive. Because they can switch it can switch between both Shinosuke and Krim.
I will always maintain that Kiva did the living belt first, and they did it better. Because Kivat is beautiful. Kivat's a beautiful son of a bitch.
I wouldn't say that.
That's actually alive.
Proto Dubs is now hunting me.
Oh shoot, you're doomed.
I'm hunting you too.
He will
wherever he lives,
he will kill you.
He is coming to New York right now. Krim isn't a bad character. I just think they did the living belt.
Amazing.
I just think they did the living belt first, and I think they did it better because I loved Kivat, and Kivat, I think he was there to give Watsuru advice, and he was beautiful like that.
Also, Krim's English. It's actually.
Oh, he's English. He's English. So.
He's actually Japanese American.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, no duh, he can speak English, but
his name's Chris, and it's Chris Pepler. Yeah. That's just the last name you wish you had.
Again, nothing against Krim. I just think Kivat was better, even though I would love more sentient belts. I really would. So, all right, Quasar.
Yeah. All right. One of my favorite secondary writer final forms. That's kind of a tough. Honestly, it has to be because I don't want to be the obvious go cross magma.
Yeah,
go with the obvious.
No, I don't want to go
with the magma.
Because I think that while I do like cross magma, I do think I like base cross better than cross magma. But honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna go with Tattle Legacy. I like the arc that goes with it. Like even though it's just a recolor of Tattle Fantasies, so it's a beautiful recolor, and I like the.
He's the only one that I'll never complain about. Beautiful arc, even though he was handed the. It's the only time I'll never complain about a rider just getting handed the power up.
I just need to say one thing
because he did have a great arc going.
Which version of Tattle Legacy? Are we going for the True Brave version or the?
I assume he's going with the regular.
Honestly, I do kind of like the True Brave. The True Brave Tattle Legacy. I like that one.
I have to look at that. Like, what does that look like? Oh, that just has like some additional things on the back, but yeah, I do like Tattle Legacy.
I'm never usually a fan of capes on the suits.
I fucking love capes on Kamen Rider suits.
Can I say something?
Oh, Ruby, I have to tell you something later.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Guns and Quasar, same energy.
I have a toss up between like primary favorite writers because I love Liner. I love Mugen because I love Takaru and I love the suit.
Wait, you love Takaru?
Yeah, I love Takaru. He's one of my favorite main writers, honestly.
I mean, or I think you just shut up.
Like, but I feel like one of the best final form and the perfect way to build up is in Kuga with Ultimate. It was built up. It was built up, and the final climax with the final fight really paid off with it.
So we're just gonna ignore Rising Ultimate then, right?
Right. I like Rising Ultimate.
Kuga has too many forms.
All right.
He says liking build.
Yeah.
Okay, shut up.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
Listen, I think build is alright. I give it a 7 out of 10.
I was talking
but
about
I
Toku
dislike
fan.
it a lot.
I was talking about Toku fan. I was talking about Toku fan. I know how you feel about build.
Build's trash. GA.
And also, Quasar, I think you triggered most of this laughter by saying you like Takaru.
Alright.
Alright, Ruby, go.
Am I out? Okay.
Yes, because I did want to mention one thing before we go, Kiseki-wise, since Quasar's here. So just go. Yeah, just go.
Okay, so secondary, I guess, shoutouts to Crossy Magma, because it's a good suit. Runner-up, Garen Jack. I like the gold on it. That's just me. I'm counting this as a final form. I don't know what y'all think, but I'm counting it as one, and I love it. Lord Baron. I love the suit design for Lord Baron. It's so cool. Otherwise, Lemon Energy's fine too, but in that case, I would probably go for Garen Jack over anything else.
It's apparently counted as a final form, so.
Okay, then I would go Lord Baron because it's a beautiful suit. Primary, however, there's some competition there. So I like Hyper Kabuto. It's a nice looking suit. I enjoy it when it opens up.
He can travel through time.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. Kiwami Arms is very interesting.
Through Jesus is God.
And I'm saying it as this. I don't care about the debate between them. Whatever.
Hey,
I think Tajador is more representative of Oz's final form. That's just me. And that's because hold on.
Triggered!
Hold on. That is only because I feel like it better represents the bond represented between Eiji and Ankh.
Get down of Kiseki.
That is my opinion. I am more than open to having a civil discussion about that. But I like Tajador more than I like Puto Tira.
I've had enough. Enough already.
Can I add one more?
I'm joking.
My favorite, even though I have not seen it in action, Kiva Emperor is a damn nice looking suit.
I have to.
This is why I love you.
Suit.
Kiva Emperor is a damn nice looking suit. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I love its design. I love its color scheme.
Like, does anyone want to give a fact about why about the Kiva Emperor suit?
Shh. What do you think I'm gonna choose now that it's getting to me?
Of course, you're obviously
my favorite final form. All right, secondary favorite final form. No surprise, because someone said Crossy Magma. I do love Crossy Magma.
Yeah.
But I won't choose that because everyone went with that. I'm gonna go Ixa Rising. Ixa Rising, besides like the final form just kind of being the final form weapon just kind of being a very small gun, I'm okay with that because I love the way he kind of like casts off all the white to just become more blue, and it looks really cool because the whole thing with Ixa is just like casting off the armor and the bulkiness to become stronger. So that's like the ultimate of the casting off. It's opening up. Revealing like the full inside of Ixa is damn beautiful.
Yeah, that I have to. I even though I haven't seen Kiva in canon,
Yeah.
that suit is beautiful.
Kiva doesn't have a bad suit, honestly. People can fight me on that.
None of the Kiva suits are bad. Their own.
I was gonna say Saga.
Saga actually made it onto Marco's top 10 suits.
Dang.
Oh sweet.
Then again, Marcos has even admitted himself he has weird tastes. So, but no, this suit is. I do love like the helmet kind of becomes like samurai-ish too.
Yeah, I do see. Yeah, I see the Kempo.
Yeah, so I do love Ixa Rising. Again, besides like the final form is weird. Like the cell phone gun is kind of weird because I feel like they could have done better with Ixa's final form weapon.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking of better final form weapons, naturally I'm gonna gush over Kiva Emperor. Kiva Emperor is how he, ignoring everyone's complaints about they used it too much. The fucking suit actor was like dying because they used real chains on the Kiva suit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been hell for the suit actor.
yeah, so like naturally they're gonna. So, but Kiva Emperor is so good. They use the gold so well, and it mixes so well with the red that they have.
Agreed.
What, that cape?
The fucking cape. I love the way they incorporate it into choreography. That he
Yeah,
uses the cape. It kind of is like a matador type thing, where like he'll flash in front of the enemy and punch him and everything. And also, the kick is beautiful. It's actually confirmed to be one of the strongest kicks in Rider.
Stronger than Ichigo?
Well, Ichigo, I don't know. I just know that it's one of the few that have actual stats, and as far as stats confirmed, it's one of the strongest.
Okay.
Also, Zanvat sword.
The Zunbad sword is awesome.
Shotgun.
Probably one of my favorite Final Form weapons because how sleek it is, and the blade itself just looks like glass. And he pumps it like a fucking shotgun to fight with it. And also the final attack is beautiful because, like I said already, I love the whole like doing damage and then like doing something badass before it takes effect. That's literally what that attack is.
No, he just like he slices the guy in half, does a backflip, and then just turns around.
And then he like and then he basically like sheaths it, and it's beautiful. I like there's I could go on. I could do a full podcast on why fucking Kiva Emperor is amazing.
I can't wait for him to talk about Supernova for me to show.
Alright, there we go. There we go.
Alright.
Because including inserts on Supernova is just one of the best insert themes, and then the fact that it has one of the best final forms to go with it makes it even better. Quasar, say what you want about Supernova now.
Supernova is alright. It is overhyped, but it is still a good song.
I'll take it. So anyway.
Gekkoku is canceled.
Yes. Let's say that is kind of a mini announcement because I know a couple people have asked crossover with Genkaku. We're doing something better than that because ever since Kaseki has came out, a couple people have started doing a fan fiction writer of their own. Well, Will was already doing Try, so but either way.
Can I just say something? Can we talk about Decade Complete for a second?
What?
Decade Complete.
I like the form. It's not a favorite of mine, but I liked it.
Yeah, but seriously, the transformation takes so damn long. Yeah. Imagine if he just screws up and he's like, Kuga, I get the Yuki blade. Oh shit.
I mean, I assume he could probably anyway.
Yeah.
It never really specifies that.
The only reason it was pressed in that order is because that was the order of the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm just wondering what would happen if they did it with added the Neo Heisei writers. Oh, that would take so much longer.
I feel like it would just be you insert a different card and you get Neo ones.
Yeah.
So
they Anyway, so like a
I hear you. DK.
couple of them, Kaseki, Tri, Spectron, Genkaku, potentially another one. Well, that one is not 100% yet. So we are planning. I think it was Quasar's idea actually. We are planning a Heisei Generations fanfic edition.
Oh hell yeah!
We are planning that. We've been talking about it a little. 4 of the 5 of us are on board.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Which one is the super form? Mighty Brothers or Maximum Mighty?
Maximum.
So
Mighty Brothers is just an upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade. You know what's my favorite upgrade form?
What?
We're well aware.
Yep. So anyway, don't expect that for a while though, because I think we're waiting for to get at least a couple more forms, maybe up to super form.
What about the audio drama?
We're working on that. That's.
Yeah, I'm just like you said. I'm just like waiting.
We have to recast.
Yeah, there's a
due to some events.
There's a mess going on with the audio drama. For me, I think it's better that we finish writing first.
Yes, that is our primary. What we are trying to do. In January, we'll probably put up casting calls, but they'll probably go on for a while to give absolutely everyone a chance. So yeah, that is Heisei Generations. Don't expect it like soonish, but that is happening.
2020.
Does anyone else have anything to add?
Hey, it'll take less time than the Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes, I went there.
Can I add something?
Yes.
My favorite, another favorite banner form, Armadillo. Don't add me.
It's a nice form, but I don't know if I count the final yet.
I wouldn't complain if like a good version of that ends up being Geo's final form, but
yeah.
It's just Soldier Boy in the skies. That's it.
Yeah.
The only difference is that the clock hands are facing. The only difference between evil Omageo and the good one, the clock hands are facing upwards and the visor's green.
Anyway, I think we're wrapping. Come back on most likely the 8th, where we'll be having the Toku Rejects on again, and maybe Quasar. As a sequel, we'll be discussing Sentai members.
Oh,
Riders.
I'm gonna have fun if
yeah, maybe Token will show up this time.
Oh yeah, Token, you missed this. Yeah, you should have been here earlier.
Token was determined to get on this too, so
but I showed up instead. So
that will be happening in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee. I don't know what time it will be at because I will be in Florida, so I really can't guarantee any of my schedule.
Yep, and I'm gonna be on break, so I can't guarantee that I'll be around either.
Same here. I'm gonna be with family.
Someone will be. Someone from Kasei. Who knows? All might be. It might be fucking all running it.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, and I'm
otherwise we'll postpone it as needed.
We will postpone it as needed, but as far as we can say right now, it will most likely be on the 28th.
All right. Anyone else got?
Yes.
Anyone else got anything?
I got a funny thing to say. Rule number 1 to Toku's Ben. Whenever someone says a form of Colorado, don't voice impression it.
That's not wrong. That's
that's
not wrong.
What did you say?
He does.
What was it?
Every time someone mentions a form or Colorado, you impression.
You do an impression.
All right.
You make something. Yeah.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So anyway, have a good night, people. Thanks for joining us.
This has been Behind the Bite, episode 6. Thank you to the Toku Rejects for joining us. If you are interested in watching their stuff, I'm sure they would be more than happy to provide a link as you ask them. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time in the Kaseki.
Wait, don't end the stream yet. I'm gonna link it.
I'm ending it.
Oh.